Will there be a congressional hearing after this incident? So they've made a big deal about the January 6th insurrection of the U.S. Capitol, supposedly ordered by Trump, which, quite frankly, I think that's bullshit. But now, Colbert, the liberal asshat talk show host, had his people go into the Capitol uninvited, with no escorts, with no congressional passes, to film a skit about the January 6th congressional hearings. And apparently they were let in the Capitol by two Democrats, who you'll see in a video in a moment. Now, are the congressional Democrats going to order hearings on this insurrection like they did for January 6th? Or are they just going to let it go because it's Stephen Colbert, the Biden lover, the Biden supporter, and again, one of the biggest liberal asshats out there? I'm pretty sure they're not going to. They're just going to chalk it up and let it go. Watch a quick clip, and I'll be right back.
One of the individuals, Robert Smigel, was pictured when he was in the Capitol yesterday. Smigel's a comedian who's appeared on the Colbert Show several times, as you can see here. The name of the others who are on Capitol Hill from the show are Jake Plunkett, Allison Martinez, Tyrone Dean, Stephen Romand, Nicoletta Green, Brendan Hurley, Josh Comers, and David Feldman. Who let them into the Capitol without authorization? Well, according to a congressional source, it was the Democrats, Congressman Adam Schiff and Jake Auchincloss.
So at least 7 people who work for Colbert were arrested and jailed overnight for breaking into the Capitol. Regardless of if 2 Democratic congressmen let them in, they did not belong there. They had no clearance from the Capitol Police to be there, nor did they have a Capitol Police escort to roam around the Capitol and make skits for Colbert that he can show on TV so the rest of their libs can clap and say, oh, good for you. When these nitwits are having hearings on the congressional insurrection on January 6th, why is it going to be okay for this to happen? And the other thing was, it was a mark on our democracy. They were terrorists. They were ordered by Trump. Blah, blah, bullshit, blah. Okay? This right here calls for hearings. Who the fuck does Stephen Colbert think he is, other than a nitwit, to have his people go into the Capitol uninvited to make skits so they can mock what happened on January 6th? Yes, we all know it was wrong. Yes, we all know it shouldn't have happened. But it did. It lasted a few hours, and that was it. But they're making a bigger deal out of January 6th than Black Lives Matter burning down plazas during the George Floyd riots. That was okay. People lost everything because of these BLM activists. But a few thousand people, or whatever it was, going to the Capitol on January 6th is the biggest thing ever to happen in Washington, D.C. Now, I think Colbert should be charged with something because, yes, he was involved in it. Even if he wasn't there, he knew his people were going to the Capitol because they're high-level people to make skits so he could mock the January 6th incident. But because they were let in by congressmen, does that make it any better? Those congressmen don't have the authorization to let people into the Capitol after business hours with film crews to walk around banging on doors, causing mayhem because they want to make some skits. I don't give a shit if they're congressmen. They don't have the authority. The Capitol Police have the authority, and they didn't know about it. They weren't notified. They did not give out any congressional passes for these Colbert staffers to be in there. But it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, because as far as I'm concerned, nothing's gonna happen. Biden's gonna say, let it go. It's Colbert. He's Jimmy Kimmel's buddy. You know, Jimmy had me on. You know, we were shooting the shit. I was lying. He was lying. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna chalk it up as an incident. If they file charges, they'll be minimal, and everybody's gonna forget about it. Because you know damn well, drunk Pelosi is not gonna do anything about it. She's not gonna call for an investigation. She's not gonna call for hearings. It's only when people who supported Donald Trump do something will the Democrats go crazy and order all the investigations, all the hearings, and they'll televise it to say, look what we're doing. We're stopping terrorists. And that's bullshit. You know it. I know it. They know it. So let's wait and see what happens, and then we'll go from there. I think it's bullshit, because fuck Stephen Colbert. Who the fuck is he to order his people to go there and make skits? Why, they couldn't get a movie set to do this? They physically had to go into the U.S. Capitol to show what all the terrorists were doing on January 6th. This is how they were banging on doors. This is what they... Give me a fucking break. This is the kind of bullshit that these Dems live for. They love the drama. They love the talk shows. They can get the laugh. Oh, look, they're all making fun of Trump. Everybody's trying to bury Trump. When are people going to realize that Trump is gone? Trump's gone. Biden's been in office now for almost 2 years and is doing nothing but destroying our fucking country. But these assholes are going to keep talking about Trump. It's Trump's fault. It's Putin's fault. It's everybody's fault but Joe Biden's. Again, I think Colbert should be charged, because you know he told these people to go do this. He may play the innocent, I had no idea that my people were going there, which you know and I know is a fucking lie, like everything else that comes out of the Democrats' mouths. And that's it. I just wanted to make a quick video on this, because I'm going to wait and see, because I think it's laughable that this asshat talk show host thought it okay to send his people with cameras and all the gear to make skits of what happened on January 6th that we all know was wrong, but it happened. It's over. It was a few hours. And now they're treating these people like they're domestic terrorists, like they were there to kill everybody. They were out for blood. No, they weren't. They were a group of fucking nitwits who thought they were doing something right. And it was wrong. But it happened. And one more time, where were the congressional hearings on Black Lives Matter, burning down businesses left and right during the George Floyd riots? Where's the congressional hearings on that? There wasn't any, because all they were going to do is pay the families the millions of dollars that they paid them and then forget about it. Because after all, Pelosi and her cronies, they all took a knee in honor of the hero George Floyd. That's what kind of bullshit we're into here. This is what we're up against. So let's hang on and see what happens to Colbert. I hope something, but I bet nothing. But that remains to be seen. Thank you for tuning in. Like this video if you already haven't liked it. Subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode. Share my videos with your friends and family if you will. I appreciate everybody for watching. I hope everybody's healthy and safe. And stay tuned, because there's more coming. Because there's so much shit going on. I got plenty to talk about. Have a great day.